The hurricane is pretty much on track, moving in a west-northwest direction at about 290 degrees on the compass. That's just north of due west. Let's take a different perspective and see where our state is in relationship to Frances. Here is Florida. That, of course, is Cuba. There is the Bahama Island chains. And here is Hurricane Frances, getting fairly close now, about 750 miles southeast of Miami, and the hurricane is moving steadily to the west-northwest. We've been tracking some new data from the Hurricane Hunter planes today, and all that's coming into a computer model. And here is the eventual track. It really hasn't changed all that much from yesterday. This is the position as it moves west-northwest by Saturday. We'll zoom in and get a closer look of the track. And one thing to note is that the storm, as it approaches our state, is most likely going to slow down. And what that means is almost a long spell of some agonizing folks along the East Coast waiting for the storm to make landfall. Here is the position Friday at 2 in the afternoon, and then making landfall Saturday at 2 o'clock. And look what happens by Sunday at 2 o'clock. Doesn't move all that much, and that means big implications for us in the sense we may see a long spell of some heavy rains and some inland flooding, especially from Polk County north if this track verifies. Don't forget, if the track moves a little bit to the south, that would increase the threat to our inland counties. Judging by the latest reports from the Hurricane Hunter planes, the worst weather is primarily on the right-hand side of the storm. The hurricane force winds are not quite as large, don't spread out quite as far from the eye of the storm on the west side or the left side, only about 50 to 60 miles. So if the storm makes landfall north of us, that is generally good news for the Bay Area, obviously bad news for the folks near and to the north of where that eye makes landfall. So it all is going to depend on how the storm approaches our coast. South is not good for us. North is better for us, but obviously bad news for anybody lined up along the East Coast. We're watching
Parts of the state, another Category 4